So in this video today, I'm going to be comparing India's top 5 steam irons. I'm going to be doing real-time tests with all these steam irons, like which steam iron heats up fast and iron clothes the best, or which steam iron has the best steam quality, so that by the end of this video, you get a complete clarity which steam iron is best for you. Also, I would like to tell you that all these recommendations are completely unsponsored and we are not trying to promote any particular brand here. And all these are our honest opinion based on the tests we have performed. So we have selected these top iron brands on the basis of their top ratings and great reviews. And these top brands are Black & Decker, Philips, Bajaj, Inalsa and Murphy Richards. So let's talk about this Black & Decker steam iron here, and we can see this comes with slightly bigger size, and if I hold it, it is slightly heavier as well. It weighs around 1.4 kg, which is slightly higher than the other normal steam irons. And if I check the build quality of this iron, that is also pretty good here. And this iron comes with ceramic coated sole plate here, which is actually quite good as it doesn't stick to your clothes even at high temperatures, and even it glides very smoothly compared to other steel irons or aluminum irons. But if I talk about the ease of use, as the weight is higher, it might not be very comfortable to use for longer duration. Also, the handle size here is slightly bigger, which might not be convenient if you have slightly smaller hands. And if we talk about the steam feature of this iron, this comes with 28 holes here, which is quite good and can spread the steam quite evenly. And if you see on the top here, from the front you can add the water in this tanker here, which is having a capacity of 380 milliliters. And from this button here, you can adjust the steam flow as per your requirement. And from this right button here, you can use it for the steam shot function, which is quite helpful when you're trying to remove harder wrinkles from any cloth. And from this left button here, you can sprinkle the water directly over the clothes. And if we talk about the wire quality here, it is actually pretty good. It doesn't tangle easily and it has having a very good covering, and it comes with a normal plug size, which is a 10 ampere plug, which can easily fit into any switchboard. So if you want to buy this machine from Amazon, it will cost you around 2600 rupees and you will get a warranty of 2 years. So now let's talk about the next steam iron, which is from Philips brand, and we can see here it is having slightly medium body size as it weighs only around 1.1 kgs. And it is not that heavy like Black & Decker. And if you check the build quality here, it is also pretty good. And if I talk about the sole plate here, it also comes with a ceramic coating, which is again a very premium sole plate and can make your ironing job much easier. And if you talk about the steam holes here, it only comes with 18 steam holes, but when we checked it, it was quite effective. And if I talk about the ease of use, it is actually very comfortable to use. Its ergonomic handle design makes it quite comfortable to hold, which you can very conveniently use for a longer duration. And if I talk about the features, you can fill the water from this front opening here. This is having a capacity of 270 ml. And from this button here, you can adjust the steam levels like Black & Decker. And you can use these two buttons here for sprinkling water and producing the steam shot. If I talk about the wire quality here, it is also pretty good like Black & Decker iron. And if I talk about plug here, it is having a 16 ampere plug, which is a bigger plug than the Black & Decker, and it can fit only in the larger sockets. So if you want to buy this machine from Amazon, it will cost you around 2600 rupees, and this also would come with a warranty of 2 years. So now let's talk about the next steam iron here, which is from Bajaj. It is having a very small and compact size, and it is quite lightweight as well. It is just 600 grams in weight, which is actually very light and convenient to use for daily basis. But due to its small size, it might not cover the larger area of the cloth, so it can be slightly more time consuming. And if I talk about the build quality here, it actually looks little average. It doesn't look that good as Philips and Black & Decker. And this iron comes with a non-stick sole plate, which is a budget sole plate, which might not be as good as the ceramic sole plate in terms of the smoothness and the heat quality, but it will get your job done for basic usage. And if I talk about the steam functions here, in the sole plate you can see it comes with 23 steam holes, which is actually quite good. And if you see the top of the iron, you can fill the water from this hole here, which is having a capacity of 150 ml. And from this button here, you can adjust the steam flow, and from this button here, you can sprinkle the water on your clothes. But unlike other machines, it doesn't have any steam shot function. But you can see here, this wire quality is not that great, which keeps tangling in between, which might make it slightly difficult to use and can also tear off later on. And if I talk about the plug here, it comes with a small 6 ampere plug, which can also easily fit in any socket. So if you want to buy this machine from Amazon, it will cost you around 1000 rupees and it will come with a warranty of 2 years. So now let's talk about our next steam iron, which is from Inalsa brand. And this iron is also slightly having a larger body size, which is almost similar to Black & Decker. And if I talk about the weight of the machine, it is also quite heavy, but it is around 1.3 kg, which is slightly lesser than the Black & Decker. And if I check the build quality of this machine, it is also having a very good build quality, similar to Philips and Black & Decker. And if I talk about the sole plate here, it comes with a titanium sole plate, which is slightly better than the ceramic sole plates as well, which heats even faster and is completely corrosion free, and this material doesn't peel off at all in the longer duration. And if I talk about the steam function here, it comes with 24 steam holes here, which is actually pretty good. And if you want to add water in this iron, you can easily add it from this inlet. It can hold up to a capacity of 330 ml, and it also comes with this button here from which you can change the steam flow, and you can also use it for the sprinkling of water and steam shot. And the wire quality also is good, but not as great as the Philips and Black & Decker. And if I talk about the plug here, it is having a 10 ampere plug, which can also fit to any normal socket. So if you want to buy this machine from Amazon, you can get it around 1900 rupees, and with this also you will get a warranty of 2 years. So now let's talk about our next steam iron here, which is from Morphy Richard. So this iron here is also having a larger size, but it is having slightly lesser weight than the Black & Decker and Inalsa brand, as it only weighs around 1.2 kgs. And if we talk about the build quality here, it is also having a very good build quality. And if we talk about the sole plate here, this also comes with a ceramic coated sole plate, but it is having the highest number of steam holes, which is around 46 in number, which might be able to spread steam quite evenly. And if I talk about the steaming function here, you can add the water in this machine from this inlet here, which can take around 350 ml of water. And similar to other machines, you can control the steam function from this button here, or you can use it for sprinkling water or the steam shot. And this wire also here is not completely tangle free, and even the quality is not as good as the Philips and Black & Decker brand. And if I talk about the plug here, this comes with a 16 ampere plug, which again only fits in the larger sockets. So if you want to buy this machine from Amazon, it will cost you around 2300 rupees, and this also comes with a warranty of 2 years. So let's start the real-time test for all these steam irons. So the first test we are going to perform is the heating test. So for this test, we have set the temperature for all the irons to the maximum temperature, and we will check how much time it takes to get heated up and get ready for the ironing. Also, after heating up, we'll be checking the temperature of all the plates to see how much heat the irons are generating. So now let's start this test. We'll be checking the temperature of all the plates. So here we can see Bajaj has finished the fast, but it has maintained a very lower temperature. On the other hand, rest all the irons took less than 45 seconds to heat up, and they all reached above 200 degrees Celsius, which is a very good mark for all the kind of clothes. So after this test, we performed the steam flow test. We'll be testing how much steam the iron generates. It helps to iron the tough clothes like linen, cotton and jeans much faster. So here we can see Black & Decker, Philips and Morphy Richards has performed great because they were able to produce continuously more steam throughout the test, which is always beneficial to do the ironing faster. And here Bajaj and Insala performed average as they were not able to produce enough steam on continuous basis. So after completing this test, we also performed steam shot test. So steam shot will help you in removing the harder and tougher wrinkles easily from the thick clothes. So now let's start the test. So you can see here, Black & Decker and Morphy Richards performed extremely good as it was able to produce the dense amount of steam in the steam shot test, followed by Philips and Inalsa. And here Bajaj did not have any steam shot function as it is an entry-level steam iron. So after this test, we did a performance test for all the irons. So in this test, we set the temperature for all the irons to linen along with the continuous steam function, and we glided it once at the same speed from a wrinkled linen shirt to check which iron was able to remove the wrinkles the best. So now let's start this test. So here you can see Black & Decker, Philips and Morphy Richards performed great and removed the maximum wrinkles as you can see on the shirt. But here Bajaj and Insala also did a good job, but we were slightly less satisfied with their performance on the same shirt. But overall they also did a good job. So after this test, we performed a leak test. As we have observed, many users have complained that their steam irons leaks a lot. So let's start the test. So for this test, we have added the water in all the irons to the maximum level. And now we'll be checking from all the angles if the irons are leaking or not. So after performing this test, here you can see Bajaj and Morphy Richard were the only irons which were leaking a lot. So they performed very poor in this test. Remaining all the irons had anti-drip technology which stopped them from leaking at all. So after performing all these tests, let's quickly discuss the final results. So here you can see in the heating test, so here all the irons performed great except Bajaj because it was not able to heat up as much as the other irons. And in the second test, which was the steam flow test, Black & Decker, Philips and Morphy Richard performed the great. And when we talk about the steam shot test, Black & Decker and Morphy Richard performed the best, followed by Philips and Insala. And after that, when we did the performance test, Black & Decker, Philips and Morphy Richards performed the best, and Insala and Bajaj also performed quite good. And finally, when we did the leak test, Black & Decker, Philips and Insala were great as there were no leakage from those irons. And also when we rated all these irons in terms of ease of use, Philips and Bajaj were the best, because of which it was very easy to hold the irons to do the ironing for longer time. So after my observation from all these tests, I would like to recommend Black & Decker as my first recommendation. So after this, my second recommendation to you would be Philips Steam Iron. My recommendation to you would be Inasla brand, as it was good in almost all departments and we did not find any major drawback in that steam iron. So don't forget to subscribe our channel, and if you like this video, do give us a big thumbs up. So thank you for now. I will see you in the next video.